Imagine two people living in a dry village. Every day they need water to survive. The first person buys two massive buckets and spends 12 hours a day walking to the river, filling them up and carrying them back. He gets paid for every bucket he brings. He is the hardest worker in the village. But the second person spends only 4 hours carrying buckets, just enough to survive, and spends the other 8 hours digging a trench and laying pipes. The villagers laugh at him. They say he's lazy and wasting his time because he isn't earning as much as the first guy. 5 years later, the first man is exhausted, his back is broken, and if he stops walking for even one day, he stops getting paid. But the second man finally turns a valve and water flows into the village automatically, 24 hours a day. He never has to carry a bucket again. This is the fundamental difference between the 99% and the 1%. Most people work for money. The wealthy work to build systems that produce money. Today, we're going to break down the rich mindset and show you how to stop being a bucket carrier and start being a pipeline builder. The biggest trap in our society is the salary illusion. We are taught from childhood that the goal is to get a good job with a high salary. But a salary is just a bucket. It requires your physical presence and your constant effort. If you're a surgeon earning $500,000 a year, you are still a bucket carrier. If your hands shake and you can't operate, the money stops. The wealthy realize that a high income is not the same thing as wealth. Income is what you bring in. Wealth is what stays and grows while you sleep. The wealthy don't ask, how much can I earn per hour? They ask, how much can I build that will pay me forever? This leads to the second shift, the value versus time equation. The average person believes that money is tied to time. They think, if I work 40 hours, I get $1,000. If I want $2,000, I must work 80 hours. This is linear thinking, and it has a hard limit because time is finite. The wealthy have decoupled their income from their time. They focus on value. A software developer can spend 100 hours writing a program that solves a problem for 1 million people. That developer is being paid for the value of the solution, not the hours spent typing. The rich look for scalable value, things they can create once and sell 1 million times. The third mindset shift is buying time instead of selling it. The middle class uses their money to buy stuff, bigger houses, faster cars, more clothes. These things actually steal more of their time because they require more work to maintain and pay off. The wealthy use their money to buy back their time. They outsource low-value tasks so they can focus on high-leverage activities. They hire a gardener so they can spend that hour studying a new market. They hire an assistant so they can focus on closing a deal. They don't see a $20 an hour expense as a loss. They see it as a $20 investment that frees up an hour worth $200. But here is the secret sauce that the 1% never talk about, the delayed gratification gap. Building a pipeline is hard work, and in the beginning, it pays zero. For the first 2 years, the man building the pipe had less water than the man carrying the buckets. This is where 90% of people quit. They want the golden egg now, so they kill the goose and eat it. The wealthy are obsessed with the goose. They're willing to live in a small apartment and drive an old car for years if it means every extra dollar is going into an asset that will eventually fund their freedom. They pay the price today so they can pay any price tomorrow. To adopt the rich mindset, you have to stop asking for a raise and start asking for equity. You have to stop looking for employment and start looking for ownership. Even if you have a 9-to-5 job, you must treat yourself as a business. Your job is simply the investor that funds your pipeline. Every paycheck you receive shouldn't go toward a better lifestyle. It should go toward buying your freedom, one share, one property, or one digital asset at a time.
The rich don't work for money because they know that money is a poor master but an excellent servant. They work for assets. They work for freedom. They work to build a world where their presence is optional. The bucket carrier is always one step away from disaster, The pipeline builder is one valve turn away from abundance. The question is, what did you do with your extra hours today? Did you carry another bucket, or did you lay another inch of pipe? Thanks for watching.